Hey guys, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for stopping by my channel, The Sacred Alchemist 1111. I am your host and your reader, Lorraine. And guys, I am here to conduct your twin flame reading. I'm going to be using the Dark Mirror and the Work Your Light cards first of all, because there seems to be something that is quite dark. When I mean by dark, it's kept in the shadows. It's been kept hidden from you for quite some time. In fact, it's not just you, it's everybody it's been kept hidden from. This divine masculine is dealing with a lot of inner demons and working his way out of some pretty heavy stuff, all right? This is what I've been picking up for the past couple of hours. So I just want to dive into this reading. Before I do, I would like to thank the new subscribers for coming onto the channel and, you know, subscribing. Thank you guys so much. It really does mean a lot. And I'd also like to add that this is going to be a general reading. At the moment, I'm not doing any personal readings due to my, you know, personal situation, personal circumstances. And really, it's just the energies are just really not there for me to actually hone in on a specific personal reading for you guys. So I do hope you understand. And in a way, it's better for me to do it for the collective because I feel I can reach more people that way as well. And, you know, if there's anything that I'm saying in the reading, then it's going to help to trigger you into taking action or to really thinking your own situation, you know, thoroughly for yourself and to help you. Then that's really what I would prefer to do as part of my soul mission and, you know, to making sure that we can, you know, work together, co-create. I nearly said cohabitate then. But also, you know, to really help to raise the vibrations, okay? So if this is going to inspire you to do better for your own personal situation, then this is what it's all about. Then I know that my work is you know, is being done, okay? It is timeless. It's not really about the gender. It's about the energy, or it's not really about the star sign. Now, I may bring up about the star sign throughout the reading. It's just as I'm channeling and I'm getting the messages coming in from, you know, spirit and, you know, the way I had the readings being conducted. I may occasionally bring out a specific star sign, okay, or the element that that star sign belongs to. So I just want to give you guys a heads up. But the intention really is about just bringing out the messages and making sure that you sort of like get to know what it is about first and foremost, all right? Please don't get disappointed if what you're hearing, like, you know it's your situation, okay? You can resonate with it. And you also know that they're not ready to come back to you just yet. Don't get disappointed if that gets brought out in this reading, okay? Because I know it could trigger, but at the same time, this is about your learning curve. And I feel that I'm touching new divine feminines. So people who are just new to this, you know, waking up to this situation, this realization about what's going on between you and your person, why you both so deeply connected, but you may have never been in a relationship sexually with them before, but you feel as though you have. It's just so very hard to explain. I know I've been there myself, okay? So I just want you guys to just really just pace yourself when you're doing and watching these kind of readings, all right? So without further ado, let me get that spiel out the way because it's, you know, 3 minutes in. Let's get started. Well, nearly 4 minutes. Let's do this reading, okay? So I'm going to be using the Dark Mirror first of all. What's going on with the Divine Masculine Spirit? This is Lorraine. How are you? I hope you are well. What's going on with the Divine Masculine? This is a reading, a twin flame reading. I feel that there's something quite dark that's going on. And we've got Triumph of Lies. Triumph of Lies is the first card that's come up. Okay, so with this energy, it just feels as though, you know, when it's like putting on this persona, putting on this kind of like mask of, I feel when it says Triumph of Lies, he was successful in the past by tricking and fooling a lot of people, including himself, with regards to who he was as a person, what he wanted out of life, and also about the kind of connection that he had with other people. So there's a lot of interactions with others that really didn't need to happen, or it's overran its time. And it's also to do with the level of his vulnerability as well. He is very vulnerable. Also, somebody who's recluse, doesn't really express himself that much. Somebody who's quite rigid. Somebody who's very much conservative. That kind of stiff upper lip. Even though you could be cracking up or dying on the inside, you've got this sort of, you know, keep calm and carry on kind of energy. Oh, yep, everything's fine. Yep, everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. Move along. But inside, they're screaming out for help. All right? So the next card that I've got, I've got to pull two. I've got to take this one. Is this me? This is where, you know, again, it really sits well with what I was talking about. So really, he's got authenticity issues. All right. He may, all right, for some of you guys, he may be somebody that, I'm just using an analogy here, that he may be somebody who looks like somebody who's very much heavily into heavy metal music. He's got loads of tattoos, you know, all over his body, you know, and he might be somebody who's very much into poetry and loves kittens. But the way how his exterior is, you know, is looking, it gives one the impression that they have no soul, basically. You know, they're very heartless, you know, but he could be a very highly sensitive person and very, very much of an empath. But he's just got this exterior. His, you know, his appearance is very deceiving. So this is what's really been going on here. This is very much hidden, okay? And this is new moon energy as well. You could just about make out the little circle there. That's supposed to be the new moon, all right? And we've got, I can't remember what that's called. I think it's called the waning crescent moon as well. So there's lots of, oh, the waxing. I'll have to double check that. So there's a lot of energies that's going on that is so stressful. There's a lot of pressure. I'm also hearing as well that some of them have to wear a kind of uniform. There's something uniformed based that they have to wear and they hate it. It's not them, okay? And it just makes them feel fake. This is what I'm picking up here. For some, I'm hearing as well, guys, that they could be hanging around with a bunch of people who are racist as fuck, okay? But who they're hanging around with assumes that they've got that the DM has that kind of mindset, and is the complete opposite. This person cannot stand racism. He finds people like that vile and disgusting, but it's just a situation that he's in. Like, he feels as if his mouth is silenced. Like there's tape over his mouth. He feels very censored. But it's him that is censoring himself, if that makes sense. All right? Okay, so let's go on to the work your light. So triumph of lies and is this me? And if you notice, that's number 1 and that's number 4. 1 and 4 is 5. So this is about the inner conflict. Oh, sorry, guys. Let me just bring it out again for you to see. We've got 1 and 4. All right, so 1 and 4 is 5. So this is seriously about the ongoing battle of the conflict, the struggle within, not really understanding where to go or why they're feeling this way. All right, etc., etc. All right, so we're going to be looking at the work your light. Spirit, I'm ready. Let's do this. Work your light. So we've got light and dark, dark and light. We've got warrior woman. So have you answered your deepest calling? Now, what's quite interesting is that you've got both of these cards have swords, very much light versus dark. Okay. And it's as if like there's a real struggle to unleash this kind of energy. Now, this could be, look, it doesn't really matter about the gender, all right? We're just focusing on the energies. And this to me feels like the sword of truth. The sword of truth, the Ace of Swords kind of vibe. Held up and in reverse, Okay, so there's a real feeling as well of, also it feels like being defeated slightly, but you know, sort of like succumbing to the dark energies because of this kneeling kind of, you know, energy. And to me, this, I'm not being funny, but it feels like it's also a sign of weakness because you're down on one knee, you're begging, you're sort of struggling. You can't take this pressure, it's just too much. Okay, and standing up, you're standing tall, you're standing strong. This is where he is really in this vibe of trying to be, all right? So I feel it's appropriate to put that card with that, all right? So with the Triumph of Lies, what's going on? We've got protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. So if he's really and truly hanging around with people that are really kind of like not his kind of people, speak up. Call your power back. Create those boundaries. Cut these MFs off, and then you will be able to stand strong in your power. You see? Again, with this standing image as well, like I feel that there's a lot of things going on around him where it's the same person, but he's just so torn and like distracted and pulled in so many different directions. He has to put a block on this shit, okay? And again, with this standing sort of like image as well, very much standing strong in his own power. Quite interesting, guys. Quite interesting. All right. So let me just put these cards away. Just sling them up there for a minute. Right. Cartomancy time. Let's do this. All right. So, Spirit, we're going to touch on the cartomancy. So they really want to talk to you. They really have a lot to say. There's a lot of things that are going on with them with regards to the feeling of this kind of hardship that they're facing. They want to move away from this shit. They're done. They're so done. We've got the Bear card. So this is about really going it alone. And also this kind of protective energy. Again, I think this card came up the other day. And I shuffled these out crazy as well. We've got the Bear card, and we've also got the dog. So there is still this feeling. What I'm sensing here is that he's loyal to himself right now. He's loyal to his reason. He's loyal to his journey. He's loyal to the fact that he values himself. Fuck everybody else who doesn't agree with him. Also, the fact that if there's certain people that he has around him that are quite, you know, quite unconventional, shall we say, then he needs to be able to stand in his power and tell these people where to, you know, basically just fuck off, basically. All right? You're not my cup of tea. I don't like your vibes. You know, you're fucking with my inner peace. Piss off, you know? So we've got these kind of things that they all came out. It's like things are going to start to come out. It's like vomiting out the truth. There's a real a spew of energy, okay? I'm hearing really want to express himself right now. Real enthusiasm. There's a lot of energy here. There's a lot of power here where I'm picking this up from here. And this is also kind of like a protective energy towards his loyalty as well. He is protected. He is protected. He is protected, guys. All right? But I just feel that right now he's just going through this, you know, breaking away shit. It's just so difficult to break away from this devil energy, from the Matrix, from all of what he's known. The narrative sucks. Yeah, we know that. I'm just going to pull a couple of cards from the playing cards to find out what, you know, a little bit more about these cards that fell out. So we've got the Two of Spades or the Two of Swords. So this, seriously, it's like crossroads. Crossroads. I feel that this is what's going on for all of them, all right? So I'm told to leave that there and get on with the tarot. I'm going to use the Dreaming Way. I'm going to use the Dreaming Way deck. Okay, right. Sorry, guys, I just have to... I'm working on very limited space here, so I need to just shuffle things around. So I'm going to be using the Dreaming Way deck. I feel these cards have something to do with this, all right? So I'm just leaving that there. case you're wondering, like, what the hell. But sometimes I'm guided to kind of put the cards a certain way, all right? This energy is heavy and it's hot, all right? It's heavy and it's hot. Okay, Spirit, let's get ready with this reading, what's going on here. So the first couple of cards that's fallen out is the Magician and the Six of Cups. So what I sense going on here is that there's a real desire, okay, for, again, this standing up with the triumph of lies and, again, with this protection. I think that what I sense here is that looking back on the Six of Cups, looking back and reflecting on this energy, there wasn't really great times where it was fond memories. In fact, there were memories of where he feels quite ashamed of himself as well. In another breath, this is also to do with the fact that if it's to do with the Six of Cups energy, so soulmate energy from the past, he's wanting to address the issues today. Okay, so upright it would be about the past. And in reverse, it's to do with the present. But what I see going on here as well, it's more to do with what he was like back in the day. And he's not happy, he's not impressed. He's not happy about it at all. Okay? He wants to I'm hearing he wants to try and fix things with you. So the next card is. So the Page of Swords in reverse. So to me, this was also a lack of insight. A lack of understanding where he is going wrong, what he's doing. I also see that he didn't realise what he was getting himself into because he didn't do his due diligence. He didn't research it out, feel it out first. He wasn't really honing in on his intuition at all. What intuition? There was none. He doesn't even know what that means. This is the vibe that I'm picking up here. All right. I'm hearing he didn't know when to call it quits. That's why he's in a mess today. The next card we've got is the Three of Wands. So I guess this is really to do with the fact that he does feel very much conflicted with this energy of, and this impression that he may have missed out on the ship coming in. He arrived here too late. He got there too late. I'm also hearing as well that it's denied to him. He's been blocked. It's not really the Seven of Wands, but I feel that he's blocked here. He's blocked. What's going on with this? The next card I've got. Yeah. It's like you have to be held back before the shit hits the fan. You have to stand still so that you can feel the shit hitting the fan. You know, you can see it, you can smell it, you can taste it. It's all everywhere. It's just messy. This is a really messy, shitty time this guy's having. Okay? It's not great. It's just everything is falling down around his ears. Lies being exposed. Do you love me? I thought you loved me. No, I don't. I never did, and I never will. You know, is this kind of, there's an outrage here. There's an outrage here. Whatever was going on, he wasn't able to do anything. If he wanted to leave, because it feels to me that he was ready to embark on leaving. He wanted to leave his situation, but I feel that it was like, oh, before you go, I just got something to tell you. There's a lot of shouting and arguments with that tarot card that I can feel. Okay, we've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So sorry guys, it's not in reverse. To me, this feels very much dismissive. This is a dismissive energy I'm picking up. It's very dismissive. It's not giving me enough information. I need to know more, but you're not saying much. You're not expressing yourself to me. You're not doing anything. Where's the justice in this? Or is it just that there's just me and there's just you? I don't have time to talk to you. I'm busy. Here, take this piece of bread and piss off. You know, it's this kind of vibe. I don't want to talk to you. I don't have time to talk to you. This is also family and friends who are also concerned about what's going on with this divine masculine. I feel he's going through a nervous breakdown. We've got worries. We've got 10 of Pentacles. He's been looked upon. He's been looked upon. And there's gossip. There's things that's going around. Family is, yeah, toxic. There's a reason why I chose this deck. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Hermit card. So very much he was on his own. But I feel that right now he's either about to enter into this Hermit energy, or he has already completed this. Because I do feel that right now he's questioning himself to the point of where he knows what the answer is. And he is ready to come out. All right. I want to touch on this. Let's see. Spirit, what can you tell me about the Six of Cups in reverse with the Magician? What's going on here? Why did these cards come out in reverse? Well, the Six of Cups. What's happening here? So, okay. There's disappointment with this Queen of Pentacles. There really is. There's a lot of disappointment here. Because I feel that if he had really taken the time to really understand this connection between the two of you, he wouldn't be feeling so sad. And I do feel that you guys would have been together up to now, even as I speak, because this is forever. This is forever energy. This is really where he would have wanted to take it to that level. He wanted to, it's like he's trying to envision you in this vibe of being, you know, being grounded enough, being real, wanting to have this with you, knowing that he would have been able to be your protector, or, you know, you guys would have been working as an amazing team. Because he knows that you are somebody who is very industrious when you're ready. You work like there's no tomorrow. You know, you're very much grounded. You are very much willing to work alongside with him. And he will treat you, he just looks upon you in this way. But it's sad. It's a real sad energy. Why was the Page of Swords in reverse? What made him not look properly at what was going on? What was going on here with this Page of Swords? Why was he not doing his due diligence? Because he failed to see you. He failed big time. He failed to see what kind of person you was. So we've got the Four of Cups in reverse. Sorry, the Four. Why am I keep saying reverse for? This is the second time I've said this. So it seems to me as if there's certain cards that were in reverse and they were not in reverse. So this is upright, but it feels as if now he wants to reverse this because there was rejection. He wasn't looking at where he was going. All right. I do feel for some of you guys, there was a lot of drinking involved. Okay. Also, this vibe of sitting in the comfort zone. He wasn't ready for commitment because he felt that this would have caused too much arguments. You're too rigid. You're too ready. You're too real. You're too intimidating in that kind of energy. So really and truly, he would have been like, I can't take this. I don't want this kind of relationship. Where's the fun in that? So there was a total dismiss of who you were and what you was about, because what I see is that he's quite happy sitting comfortably, you know, on his own or whatever, or with certain companies that were just not really giving him the best kind of advice. He wasn't ready for commitment, darling. because he really felt that it would have caused a lot of arguments and struggles and competition and stuff like that. He wasn't ready. The Three of Wands, he's been blocked. This is a blockage. I feel it. It's a block. And my nose is going crazy right now. This is a block. He's blocked. Because he has to understand himself. This love that he's got is seriously killing him. But he also has this betrayal to deal with. So what's going on here is that this is also a feeling as well that, I'm too late. I'm too late. Is it ever going to be salvageable? Is it ever going to be successful? Or is it going to betray me? Is this love offer that I want to give, is it going to give me this? Am I going to get stabbed in the back? Or am I just going to have to pretend and act like it's all right? This person has a lot of issues. There's a lot of issues. This DM, this Divine Masculine, has a lot of issues. Confidence-wise, hardly. The Tower card is here for a reason. I feel that there were certain things that was triggered. And you got the Death card. I will say that for some of them, they may have heard about a death in their family. That would definitely be the case. Especially with regards to what's going on with this virus situation. But also the fact that this has been the death of his personality. Something that he was carrying on with, especially in this Nine of Cups energy. That had to stop. That had to end. And I feel that somebody kind of called him out on that. Or the fact that he called himself out on it. He had to start to change himself up big time. Okay? There was a lot of things that was going on. This transformation was so powerful enough. This is what caused then a lot of, you know, triggers running throughout his kind of family setup as well. Okay, I don't feel he's actually on speaking terms with some members of his family. No. This is also to do with money troubles. There's a situation with money in this family. Big time. Some feel that he shouldn't have. Some feel that he should. Some of them feel that they deserve more. Some of them are plain beggars as well. Because they fucking well have. There's so much going on here with these two cards. There's a lot. Your DM has issues with family, money, and also the way how he feels as if he's in a situation that he's not able to express himself. And he goes into this kind of silent mode because everyone's trying to... It's him clearing out his karmic cycle, but it's just really taking its toll. With the Six of Pentacles up, what's going on here? Please, Spirit, what's happening? Why is in the Six of Pentacles energy? Like, very dismissive. I don't have time for you. I don't have the time. I'm also hearing that he's got to pay people off. He has to take patience. He's healing. He's had so much going on here. This is major arcana. Okay. You've got the Hermit card, you've got the Death card, you've got the Tower card. So, and the Magician as well. So there's a lot of things that's happening right now to him that is out of his control. All right. And I do feel that this is protective energies. He has to cut the cords off of these people because they are dragging him into the dirt. These are the Karmics as well. All right. Totally third, fourth, fifth party energy here. All right. But they're very karmic-y. These people are just annoying. All right. So the Ten of Pentacles. But there's hate. There's a real sense of this energy is heavy because these are big people as well. Not to say that they can't get their own shit sorted out themselves, but there's an energy of, but we deserve it. You don't. I don't know. This is very, very horrible. Yeah, we've got crossovers. There's messages that's coming through that is quite stern. Really stern. He could have legal battles that he's got to deal with these people. All right, real heavy energy. And we've got the Magician card. He's really trying to sort of manifest and try to look at ways of how he can deal with this. Let's see what's happening with these two cards. You got the Hierophant and you got the Strength card. So what I see going on here is that what the protection is as well, he needs to call his power back because it's in reverse. The Strength card. All right, call back your power. Why are you giving it away for? Be committed to yourself. Hold on to these values. Don't allow these values to weaken you either. You have everything that you need right now. You have solid friendship that you can build, but he also has solid enemies as well. Okay? But he also has solid protection. But he's been advised to call his power back, and it's in reverse. All right, soul retrieval, and this is obviously to do with some kind of like religious thing. So this could be about him needing to go to church to pray and ask for strength, continued guidance and strength. Also, he needs to contact his ancestors too. Now, let's close off this reading now. I'm going to pull the Butterfly for Life Changes and finish it off with the Romance Angel. So, Spirit, we're about to close this reading. What can you tell me, please? Can I have 2 cards for the Divine Masculine here? Thank you. So the first card is relationship dynamics. So straight up, this is definitely to do with the way how he is interacting with people around him. The relationship, as well within his own family has changed dramatically. And it's really it's quite stark, okay? It's also the relationship as well that he has with himself. The next card we've got is Heavenly Signs. This is what I'm saying about the protection, and also that he needs to go to church. And he needs to start praying and asking his angelic guides and his soul family, his ancestors as well, for help and assistance. But what they're saying is that he needs to be looking out for the signs. And part of the help that they're offering him, or the advice, is that he needs to start calling his power back by standing his ground, saying no, and building up those boundaries. Okay. Now let's finish off with the Romance Angels. This is things that he's going to tell you that is on his mind. He's got a lot of family issues, man. Right, we've got to take these. We've got to take these. The first card is give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. All right? So this is where he wants to be really focusing a lot more on trying to give this a go. Because of the last time and the way how things were with you, it wasn't really great. I feel that this situation, this family issue has been going on for time, right? For quite a long time, way before you came on the scene. The karmic energy I'm picking up is relatives. And I'm sorry, they're greedy. Tell you now, they're greedy. The true love is that this is the romance of a lifetime. I feel that what I feel here right now is that if he's able to contact you and to have this conversation and you start to build up, because I feel that he didn't know you well enough for him to talk his business to you. So what he done is he shut himself down. He became very unresponsive, and it's like he didn't know how to express himself. I'm also hearing as well that he had to endure it. He had to wait for the precise moment in time before he was able to speak up. Interesting. Okay. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. This is definitely what he did not do. All right? He didn't do this, and he did not do this at all. This is why his backside was in the triumph of lies, and it is this me, because he had to ask himself, well, hold on a second. You know, why am I in this situation? What's going on here? All right? And children, your love life is being affected by children. So remember what I said about this family setup? There could be the fact that some relatives, I'm sorry, it feels, I have to say this, some relatives are using their children to get at this person. And it's all to do with money. It's all to do with money. Oh, my child needs this. It's like, there's a thing of money here. And it's a lot of money, because there's like more than one person that's on this divine masculine's back. Okay. And there's so much responsibilities. He wants to cut them off. He wants to cut them off, but and this is very heavy energy, guys. It really, really is. I don't know how how long this is going to last for, but he does have legal energies around him as well. That's part of the protection that he's got, because it's as if like these relatives want to eat him alive. These relatives want to eat him alive. But he's got this protection to try and help to counteract this energy. But it's like they are just really, they're horrible. They're horrible people. Guys, this is what I've got for you right now. I can't say anything more than that. But he just needs to start speaking up and really start to cut people off. If he was a Libra, it would have been done in no time. Because eventually a Libra would just be like, oh, right, where's my Queen of Swords? Let me get my Queen of Swords out and let me just amputate this effing situation. All right? But there's a lot of, I feel that he has to be here to work through a lot of this, this generational kind of karmic energy. It's very, very much karmic. This is the karmics. Your DM is dealing with karmics. It's not even a karmic in his own relationship. Because I really don't feel, I can't even feel the karmic. I don't even think he's got one. I think he's on his own. I think he just, whoever I'm touching here, I cannot feel whether he has a karmic partner. But what I'm feeling is a lot of karmic energies from his family. It's so strong. It's disgusting. I better stop. All right, I need to snap out of this and burn some sage. Guys, this is what I've got for you. Please do take care of yourselves. Please don't forget to like and share and subscribe to the channel. I will be back with another reading. I don't know if this energy is going to come up again. I just feel that this is something that it may be a one-off reading for some of you guys. But this really is a very, this energy is heavy. I need to snap out. Guys, I'll be back later for another reading. Take care of yourselves. And I think you need to sage yourselves too if you've been watching this. Because this really is, it feels like it's triggering it as well. All right, I'm out. All right, take care. Peace.